Welcome to This Startup is Being Recorded. This recording is improvised fiction. Similarities between it and the real world are entirely intentional. Now, enjoy the recording.
Okay, hey everybody. Just another Wednesday. We're all here with our new intern, Melanie, to hopefully have one of the final meetings about taking the cameras out of all the devices that are corrupted with WeWatch. And I guess, Matt, you said that Melanie might play a role in this project. That's why
Oh,
she's
yeah.
here.
Are you kidding me? I mean, this is basically Melanie's show at this point. For those who maybe haven't met, Melanie Hubbard applied to be an intern, a couple weeks ago, I guess, and recommended by MJ. So, like, she knows what's up with the WeWatch firmware, and just has been really speeding things up. I don't know. Sorry, we've been really work focused on this stuff. Everybody's bringing in a lot of devices. I mean, we're looking at siblings of cousins, roommates here who have been infected with this. I'll call it malware. We can do that, even though this is recorded. Hi, MJ. So
hey, Matt, I'm Matt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was actually hi everybody. I'm Melanie, and God, I am so excited to be here. Thanks for the introduction. I'm just gonna take 30 seconds to tell
Yeah. Please tell everybody about yourself.
Oh, sure. God, you guys, I'm sorry. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry or get emotional, and I shouldn't at work. It's just, some of you know I'm very familiar with SIT, and I've interviewed with each of you a couple of times about various positions. I got my MBA at Cathedral, and John he spoke at the commencement address, and it was so amazing. Matt was actually
he's not usually a great speaker.
Oh no. Oh my God. It was unbelievable. I mean, it was very pithy. It was short. It was like 3 minutes. But the fact that he could just contribute with such brevity was so inspiring. But yeah, it's been 15 days and 4 hours and 13 minutes since I've been here as an intern. Matt's been so great and really kind of let me explore. And my my past work, which was paid, my not internship with WeWatch, was working on the on the team that did the install.
Yes. Sorry, Melanie. We pay our interns. You should be getting paid. I put in all of your paperwork actually before you started, so that usually goes through pretty fast.
We've had some issues with the system of paperwork, so maybe you should just do it again, Melanie.
Well, I've got all of her details. I can go ahead and just punch that in again now. It's
okay. Yeah,
it's not. It's not a problem. You're sure this is the? You said there was a problem, Kate, with the automated system.
I know. I most of my systems don't have problems like this, but this one had a problem.
Oh, I see. I just got another notification. Because you've applied to be an intern so many times, it's coming up as if it's a spam entry, and so it's rejecting it on. Can you try putting her info in with the middle initial as well?
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
try that.
We can just fuzz this thing, sure, if that's gonna help.
We should do intros of everyone, which is something we just do for all of our recorded meetings. I think, Melanie, maybe you've already done yours, we'll say. Unless there's anything you need to add.
I was just waiting. I was wondering if you would know when my top secret clearance would come through. I applied for the government clearance. on your request.
I don't even have
Sorry,
top secret clearance.
on whose request? Yeah, we
Ye-
don't.
Yeah, she had me submit like 15 years of work records, and has been conducting
Right.
personal interviews for the project.
Right. We do. That's just sort of like a background check. I know I probably said
Yeah.
top secret government clearance because that's kind of like the level of background check we try to do. And you guys might not be familiar with this because it's just a random sampling. We obviously don't want to do this for everyone. We just
Okay,
kind of
because
pick.
there
Yeah,
are
but-
lots of people that have worked for the company that definitely didn't get scrutiny. I would just say any amount of scrutiny.
Yeah,
That
I
is true.
didn't. It would be great to know if that's a new hiring process because, as you know, I'm very selective about what we ask my team members.
Yeah. We definitely won't be random sampling anyone from your team, Thea.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of that means
Not
it's
random.
Yeah.
Well, it's of the rest of the pool, it'll be a random.
Okay.
We're mostly just doing it for interns now that are part of Matt's team and joined in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
that's
this is
extremely-
our first one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And I've never. I mean, this is my first intern hire. Actually, when I put out the job ad, it was for a full-time position, just on a part-time basis. Like, it was a contract, but then the system downgraded it to internship, and I don't know. Okay, you just said it was okay.
Yeah. Let's do intros. I think that's
Right.
a good thing to move on to.
Sorry. Okay, why don't you go ahead?
sorry.
It's okay. I'm Kate Manchette. I'm chief of staff. I work directly under John. John is my superior. He is my manager. And John is someone who I talk to and work with directly because he respects me as his employee. Would anyone else like to go?
Okay, I'm Kalathea Nararova. I am the chief creative czar here. I'm sensing a lot of tension in the room. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt intros, but maybe after we go through, we could just do a quick breathing exercise.
Oh, good idea.
You're so good at this.
I'm Eric Troy Carter, Chief Product Officer here at SIT. And since we're got some new people, I like snowballs. I like snowballs a lot.
Cherry. I heard. That's your favorite.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I'm Matt.Yachts. It's also my website, and I'm the CTO here at MetaMarket. And
Sit.
SIT.
sorry, right? Thank you.
Dollar in the jar.
So, I
Yeah.
will. Yeah, let me put the dollar in the jar. No, the all of our hiring stuff still says MetaMarket, by the way. I don't know. Yeah, whoever's doing our QuickBooks integration. Anyway, I put this stuff back in for you, and it's coming up as saying it was manually rejected.
Good. Again?
Yeah, no, I see the spam flag on here, and I cleared that. I resubmitted with your middle name. I added Northwest to your street address and a plus.
Matt, let's just
sit
take
at
this
the email.
offline.
Kate, why do you have a keyboard under the desk?
Could we just sidebar this, everyone? I would like to take this
Okay, is this-
offline.
well,
I would like to do
Kate,
the
are
opposite
you-
of double clicking on this.
Okay.
We're not going to right
you-
click.
Your account name is on the rejection. You did it. You rejected the
No.
paperwork.
All
Oh
of
my
HR
God.
uses.
I thought we had a really strong connection. You know, we talked for 45 minutes. And it was really nice.
I was trying to have my silent lunch where I do every variation of Wordle, and you talked for 45 minutes.
It's just
We'll get this sorted out, folks. We can have a separate meeting. This meeting is supposed to be about refrigerators or something.
I'm sorry. I just need to. Can you type with your feet, Kate?
Yes.
yeah, she can.
I want a separate meeting with that too.
Kate, could you just in 30 seconds or less tell us how you learned that skill?
I definitely can. So in college, I was doing, as many of you know, the type of sleeping where you only sleep for 15-minute naps every 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
Uber
you have to
bad.
find ways to occupy yourself in the middle of the night. Most people
Right.
are asleep. So I found that if I could use all of my extremities, that it would do a better job of activating parts of my brain that would help force me to stay awake even in
Wow.
pitch blackness. Because it's not fair to the migratory birds to keep
I,
the lights on at night just for
hang on.
yourself.
So you not only type with your feet, you touch type with your feet.
Yeah, you don't need to look at it. You just feel
Wow.
it.
It's
Wow.
a really important skill, okay? Like, some of us have been working on it for years after reading Kate's blog post.
Oh,
And it's harder than you think.
hang on. I didn't know you had a blog,
Blog?
Kate.
That
Yeah.
blog
Old.
is not
I put everybody's
indexable.
blogs in my feed reader. Come on, what's your address? I would love to follow it.
No,
Is Zynga?
No,
Live
it's
journal?
Don't
it was a
say it!
Zynga.
Wait,
I can
how did you even find my blog? Search engines can't find my blog. I have basically
no.
Nice.
I've done deep web searches on everyone in the company.
Doesn't
And you guys
surprise
are all
me.
so cool. Like, you're so cool. You're great.
That's
It was
very
part
kind.
of it was part of the other job at WeWatch.
Yeah, MJ does a lot of. He basically treats client opportunities like opposition research because he likes to have leverage. I guess
yeah.
that doesn't surprise me too much. Well, Melanie, I'm sorry. It seems like we're off to kind of a weird foot here. For what it's worth, everybody, Melanie's been doing great work, swapping out all these cameras,
Yes.
getting clean new firmware installed on everything. Yeah, we're clearing out the backlog on this thing. And now that we've got Eric's fridge in here, and
Yeah.
Eric, did you bring the Nest thermostat too?
Yeah, got it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think those are some of the last hotspots that we've got to worry about. And Melanie has really crushed it. So thank you, Melanie. And
Exciting.
I don't understand like the energy in this room. I mean, Calathea, you pointed it out, but it's really weird.
I don't
Yeah, I get the distinct impression that there might be a baby bird trying to push another baby bird out of the nest.
I just
To which I say that there is enough regurgitated gruel for all of us, so I don't understand why this behavior is, happening.
Are Kate and I the baby birds? Are we birds together? Are we in the nest?
obviously.
Do we
Think
flock
yeah.
together? Oh my god, Kate, we flock together.
I take personal offense to the idea that I'm a baby bird, but I take more offense to the idea that the work John gives us is regurgitated gruel. John cares about this company, and although he may not show it, he is the best boss I've ever had.
He is the best boss I've ever had. Sorry, Matt.
One was not meant to be a slander against John. Regurgitated gruel is very nutritious for a mother bird to feed their baby birds. And we all know that John has kind of a fetish about regurgitated objects. Ambergris being a large example of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the pizza in 94 that really kind of kicked it off. It was his freshman year of
How do you
college.
know
He had
that?
tequila for the
right.
first time.
He
Yeah.
he didn't tell me that story until we were doing ayahuasca together. Well, how did
Oh.
you hear that? He never tells anyone the regurgitation story.
Weird. I don't know, like 4 weeks and 2 days ago, you were in the break room. We should circle back to the
Oh.
fridge.
Wait, you
'cause
didn't
that's
work
sort of the
here
last.
then.
No, I didn't. But the fridge camera.
Fridge.
Yeah.
We have a smart fridge in the break room, guys.
Yeah, and we hadn't gotten around to pulling the camera on it yet. So it was running WeWatch, and you
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to put a face. I always wonder who MJ puts on these things. I know he doesn't trust AI to do it yet. So nice to know who was watching us for him.
Yeah, it was only like 3 months.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was really good. I know so much about you guys, and you're just really beautiful.
I just when you did things like take the cameras out of our employees' devices, like Eric's fridge, for instance, you didn't. The point is just to take the camera out, wipe all the data, replace it, right? There was absolutely no storing or rewatching, right?
That was wiping is the end goal. But since I also do the 15 minutes of sleep thing, I've been able to really expeditiously, review all the footage and take screenshots and then clear the logs quickly. So I've gotten pretty good at it. And it's really just, it's about supporting the company. Okay. I want to know everything about you all the time.
So you have screenshots of eating special sandwich.
I don't sleep for 15 minutes every 2 hours anymore. Just, I hope everyone knows that.
I mean,
I work a full 8 hours at least in a row every day. And when I do take lunch breaks, it's only because I need them for my mental health. And I don't want you guys hearing what Melanie is saying and thinking something about me.
Kate, it's okay if you sleep. That's something the body needs, and taking rest time and taking time off in the day is actually incredibly healthy for your productivity. I, for instance, take 10 minutes every hour to make sure that I mentally recharge and do things that stimulate my brain and prepare it for the creative challenges ahead.
right.
Yeah, and like I don't know, 20% of my team is still smoking, not because they want the nicotine, they just need the reminder to get up. Otherwise, they get RSI.
Right. But it was just, I was just going through the Zenka, and it was between the entry about her
What's it?
crush on the
Zenga.
entire band of Death Cab for Cutie, and complaining about her mom, that she really outlined just step by step how wonderful this system was.
Kate, you
Um,
denied it, but I knew from the very first part that I met you that you had some very deep-seated mother trauma.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Deep Cab for Cutie. Phantom. Is it
I mean, that could
transatlanticism?
also
What's
be
your
very
favorite?
true.
Okay,
But
there's a lot coming out about me right now
Oh,
that I
sorry.
was not planning on having come out about me in this meeting. And I'm dealing with my mother issues. Okay, I am.
the therapy is working so well.
You shouldn't know that. You shouldn't know that.
I mean, the reason I got hired by Matt, one, he's new, and so it was a really great opportunity to start a new
You
relationship.
targeted him.
No.
Sorry, and I never thought to look back in the previous applicant history. Like I looked at people we've hired before, and she wasn't in there, but I never thought to check, the old outbox.
Look, I am not nefarious. I'm not doing this to hurt you or the company. I am just so ready to level up and to be a sitter, be a
Okay.
adult sitter. Not I was a
Citizen.
babysitter, and now
Yes.
We're
I just want
citizens.
to.
We're not sitters.
Right.
We dropped that because it was because
Yeah.
of the Babysitters Club lawsuit. But yeah,
It's close.
I knew I missed something. Ah.
it's
But anyway,
it's okay. Look,
Yeah.
Melanie, we're all here because we want this company to succeed, and we generally believe in John's vision for the scope of the company. But you said it was an obsession with John that brought you here. What is it you hope to get from John by working at SIT? I mean, this isn't his only project. In fact, I wouldn't say that we get very much of his time at all.
We
well,
got enough.
I'm hoping to change that. I've been working on his, I don't want to call it dossier. That seems a little intense. For like the last 8 years and just the trajectory of his career. Like I said, he blew me away with his 4.5 minutes speech.
I'm sorry, I have to stop you because I just did a little digging myself the last few minutes with my feet. And many of you know that Melanie's last name is Hubbard. And so you may potentially see the connection to Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology. And I guess I've been noticing recently that John has been getting into some interesting new groups of friends. Are you guys seeing how I'm tying these pieces together?
It's a
Okay.
big stretch.
No, I do get it. I do wonder if there aren't enough red flags here on their own. I mean, it seems like Melanie is just what we would call in marketing parlance a stalker or a stan.
I love stan. I feel like that's such a great new term.
Well, it's a reference. Yeah, it's a reference to an Eminem song where a fan becomes so obsessed with music artists that he's not getting responsive feedback from that he kills his girlfriend and blames it and himself and blames it on the music artist for not engaging.
Thank you so much, Matt, for explaining the true meaning that I was intending, not the internet memeing, but the Eminem meaning
Not the
in the
reclamation.
sense.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, John and I have both been single for years at this
So
point.
if anything, Melanie recruiting him to Scientology might seem like a more innocent intention than the vibe I'm getting off here.
Listen, I am sorry this is coming off so, like, yeah, I'm kind of taking a step back and it is a little bit creepy, but it's not ill intention. I'm not going to murder anyone. God, I just want to know.
You just want to
You-
marry him and take all his money and put it into a fake church?
That is so many steps further than I was thinking. But if you
That's
think
not a
that's
no.
the right course, Kate, then I'll do whatever you say. That seems amazing.
Matt, this is your personnel, so I wouldn't want to I mean, I believe we came here for a status update
Yeah.
about the WeWatch system, not for a grilling of your personnel. You know, I obviously I have people in my department that have been questioned before. You know, one of my best designers is a, arsonist, and that's doesn't affect his design work. And
Yeah.
as far as we know, he's never set fire to anything on these premises. So who am I to judge is what I'm saying.
I would like to let's see if we can find a little bit of closure on this part of the meeting. So devices are almost done. They'll be done in a couple of days for sure. And I just want to thank you, Melanie, for your help on that. Given that the paperwork has been rejected multiple times, you're actually not my employee. So I guess you've just kind of been volunteering your time. I would like to at least see that you get that pay. Before we talk about your continued employment here or your actual employment here, I feel like there's some stuff that you need to get out of your system with respect to John. And, I'm happy to just set up a lunch for the two of you or a coffee. I mean, John and I used to have sushi dinners once a month on the last Sunday.
Mhm.
But no eating fish now.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. But there are other restaurant possibilities. I just don't want you to be distracted by this because if you want to work here and be a part of the team, you've got to realize talking to John, seeing John, even getting emails from John is not really a part of it.
No, I mean, of course. Listen, my after work activities are after work. I especially since I guess I'm not actually, but you know that having an intern that's unpaid is illegal, right? Anyway,
You're not on our books.
Yeah, we brought this up. We're happy to pay you for the work that you
right.
put in. And second,
Anyway,
like if your goal is to get closer to John, I mean, I can put you in touch with his personal chef or trainer or, something that will actually get you into his house. This company is a barren wasteland as far as John sightings are concerned.
Right. And I mean, and yes, that was sort of a secondary goal, but I'm not kidding, you guys. Like I have absorbed this. I know so much about this company and about its employees, and I'm just trying to carry through John's vision. Like initially what I wanted to be was Kate's junior associate. And I applied for that like 5 times.
I took that position down. I don't even want a junior associate anymore, okay?
I know. And now it's fine. And you guys don't like me, and then now you just think I'm a creepy, murderous stalker. And
Are you?
no, not yet.
Don't you see how this doesn't make us feel better?
Yeah, that's an answer usually you want like a definite no to.
Yeah, something to clearly take it off the table.
You are a young professional woman and you're growing in your career, and I want to really help you. But if somebody asks if you are about to become a murderer, even if you are about to become a murderer, the answer should always be no.
I'm sorry. Are we comparing someone who's not committed a crime with like an actual arsonist who happens?
No,
to be
I'm just saying they
here
look the same in a job interview.
Right, but I thought I was hype. Anyway, this isn't about me. It's not about
It is.
John.
It's definitely become about
yeah. Just
because from what I hear from Matt, your work is stunning. So
Yes.
I think that in terms of trying to figure out whether or not we keep you on, it's certainly not the work. It's possible concerns that we might have behind your intentions.
Yeah. Well,
I've been here for 14 days, 6 hours and 4 minutes. I feel like that's just really a lot. Do I not get like a 90-day plan? A performance review?
This was meant to be a contract-based opportunity, and you kind of tore through all of the work we had. So I don't really know much about your skills beyond, working with surveillance equipment and replacing parts of phones. I think if you wanted to stay on, we would have to talk more about what that role would look like.
I also want to point out again that you have applied for every position we've had, none of which you have been qualified for except for the one relating to surveillance equipment.
Which I want to be clear, you're very good at, beyond, well above par. Haven't seen anybody better.
I mean, I was told that if I just got my MBA, that I could just get a job. I said like, oh, I'll be whatever you want. And then we, got the undergrad, and that was horrific. And then now, entry level jobs are like, you need an MBA. So I got it. And I've just been taking all these skill stack courses. So I am a successful graduate of Ruby on Rails Part 1. I have data analytics 101 and am working on 102. And I can answer the phones.
I mean, Eric, I know you're always complaining about having to do the data analysis on some of our consumer testing and how none of your team feels like it's their job because it's work that's beneath them.
I'll do anything.
No, I'll do it.
You can listen. You just put me in the screaming room, and then I'll just stay there.
There is a lot of training required for the screaming room.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's a very technical situation.
Yeah, I heard about Bhutan. It was great.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do know some people in Scientology, and I think I could get you a job. I lost my parents to them.
Oh,
don't have a good relationship with the church, but it feels like a good fit for you.
Well, keep telling me that, and
Might be time to listen.
Your last name is Hubbard. So are you not related to Ron Hubbard?
Your name is Kate Blanchett. Are you not a movie star?
It's Blanchett.
Blanchett.
It's Kate
It's
Blanchett,
no
yeah.
help.
Yeah. Sorry, Kate, I feel like you're getting really upset about this. Do you want me to calm you down? Love of mine, someday you will find, and I'll be right behind, holding you under the dark. Wow,
Thank you.
it works so well.
Wow.
She's just like,
His
I'm
Death
in
Cab
this-
songs are haunting.
yeah.
Okay, I'm having a brief moment of clarity, and I think I'll just share the background check results with the rest of the team. We'll do a vote on whether or not you should stay and continue working on surveillance equipment for our company or not.
Or anything.
And then right, or anything. And maybe as a backup plan, if that doesn't work out, Matt can schedule you some type of a brief meeting with John as a way of us showing our appreciation towards you.
Before we do that, Kate, can you just tell me why you don't like me? I've done everything. I brought you cupcakes outside your house like every day for a week and a half. I've learned from you so much. Like I just want to be around you because you're also inspirational because you've learned so much from John, and I don't get it.
Listen, I grew up with a twin, okay?
Lindsay.
And when you're a twin, Lindsay, yes, now everyone knows her name.
Yeah, I didn't know her name. What?
Wow.
When you're a twin, people don't think you're unique, okay? And that's something I've struggled with my entire life. And once my twin decided that she was going to go to Southeast Asia and then happened to disappear for a few years, it was my chance finally to be unique. And I just want that. I'm sorry, my blood pressure's rising again.
Love of mine, someday you will find, and I'll be right behind, falling you into the dark. If heaven and hell decides that we
Don't you dare sing, Melanie! Melanie!
Oh,
It was harmonizing. It was pretty. You liked it, didn't you?
Is it about what I like or what I don't like?
Fine, just tell them the results. Fine. Meeting got so off track.
Okay, I'm gonna send them all to you. And
I don't want to linger. Melanie, while we have you here, because this might be the last time. Obviously, you're really into John, and you worked in WeWork, so I assume you saw the videos of his porn habit, and that did not deter you.
But
Did it encourage you or deter you?
I try and keep a very open mind, and I am not.
Thank you for that reminder.
I'm 36,
Calathea.
so I've had to do a lot of unlearning around sexuality and gender and all of these stereotypes, and doing some exploring of my own. So no, Calathea, that was fine. And honestly, like, your porn habits are great too.
Sent. Okay. That gave me the perfect idea of a meet cute for you and John. So it's underway. The wheels are turning.
Oh my God.
I mean, I was just thinking about this. I mean, obviously, John is very into knowing personal details about everybody he watches in an intimate interaction. This might be a good, you might pair on that way.
I could just be his personal. I just find out everything about everyone for him. John's speech said that if you don't shoot for the stars, then probably you'll build a rocket ship and you'll go even farther. So that's
It doesn't even make sense. doesn't even make sense. How?
No, he was hanging out with Elon and Bezos when they were starting their rocket company, and he, he was talked out of it, and he was bitter about it.
Okay, well, listen. We have our action items. We have to wrap this up before any more information about anyone becomes leaked to the other folks in this room. I guess for now, you can continue volunteering as long as Matt would like you to.
I feel like we'll probably be done today
Oh.
or tomorrow on the devices, and then we can figure out next steps from there.
But
Okay,
I-
and Kate, we have to pay Melanie
Yeah.
for her time.
I think we're agreed about that.
Yeah.
Fine, but let's do some off-book way so it doesn't look like she ever worked for us.
I don't see why that's necessary, but okay.
I'll explain later.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Well-
Melanie, it's been a meeting.
Thanks so much for the time, you guys. This was so great. I'm gonna journal about this and put it in my scrapbook. So I've already taken.
You're going to journal and then put a journal in your scrapbook?
Yeah, with the screenshots.
Digital scraps. Okay. Okay.
And I'll print it out, and then on my last day we can all sign it, and it'll just be.
It's probably tomorrow, so I guess I would get that done tonight.
I'm only sleeping like 30 minutes.
Oh, great.
That makes sense. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.
This meeting has ended. To subscribe to This Startup is Being Recorded, go to the podcast player of your choice and tap a button that likely says subscribe. More content is on Twitter @StartupRecorded, or shoot us an email with ideas, feedback, or your personal startup horror story at hello@startuprecorded.com.
Melanie Hubbard was played by Jenny Kessler, who can be found online and in person doing improv with Letters to Chicken, Brad's Dad, and Babe Prov. You can request a follow at Jenny Kess Clump on both Instagram and Twitter.
Kate is played by Valerie Garrison. Valerie is a product manager and regularly plays with the improv troupe Letters to Chicken online. You can find her on Twitter @TheValGarris. Eric is played by Barry Wright. Barry is a product manager at Spotify and a co-founder of Highwire Improv. Find him by his name on LinkedIn, where he holds regular office hours, or at highwireimprov.com. Matt is played by Marty McGuire. Marty is a senior web engineer and improviser in New York City. You can find Marty's comedy, code, and cats on his website at mmg.re. Calathea is played by Robin Stegman. Robin is a digital campaign manager for Ocean Conservancy and is a comedian mostly found at Highwire Improv. You can find her on all the social medias, and she does mean all, at @rstegi. Thank you for listening.